Hi guys, and welcome to Prediction Week 23. This is the fixtures for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And we start at 12:30, Brighton versus Bournemouth. And I'm going to go for a really lively, entertaining game for this one. You know, two teams, that like to score a lot of goals, not that great at defending. Brighton's come up from the Premier League. They started off quite well, but they seem to have dipped in form. Bournemouth, they haven't had a great start to the Premier League this year, so that's why I'm going to go for this lively game for tomorrow. I'm going to go Brighton 2, Bournemouth 2. Now to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and we start with Burnley versus Liverpool. Obviously, as I say, Burnley had a fantastic result against Manchester United a couple of days ago. Liverpool had a fantastic result against Swansea, I think it was, a couple of days ago. And I can't remember how long got on over the weekend. But again, I'm going to go for a tight game in this one. And as I've learned, Turf Moor's a very hard place to go to, especially to get 3 points as well. They don't concede a lot of goals, Burnley. They're not... I think the only problem that they've got at the moment is they're drawing too many games. Otherwise, they could find themselves really up there. And maybe even on a total challenge. They've been really consistent this year. But it's just a shame that they haven't had more wins more than anything. But they've done remarkably well to find themselves up there. And as I say, it's going to be a tough game for Liverpool. I think, as I say, it's tough for any team that goes to Turf Moor. So I'm going to go for a tough, tight game. We're going to Burnley 1, Liverpool 1. We then have Stoke versus Newcastle, two teams that are in need of 3 points. Not going to give the 3 points. Again, I'm going to go for a tight, tough, hard game. I'm going to go Stoke 1, Newcastle 1. Then we have Leicester versus Huddersfield. Again, I'm going to go for another lively game in this one. Again, Leicester, not that great at defending, but love going forward. Same with Huddersfield, really. Again, they're another team that's come up from the Premier League and have dipped a little bit in form. But they're still up there, they can still score goals. Not great at defending. So again, I'm going to go for another lively, tough game in this one. I'm going to go Leicester 2, Huddersfield 2. And then at half 5, we've got a very entertaining game. We have Everton versus Manchester United. And again, Everton's been really poor this season. Manchester United's been in poor form out of the last 4 or 5 games. I don't think they played that great against Arsenal, to be honest with you, but I think that's the last win they had, actually. They might have had one more win just after that, but they've drew the last 4 games. But I think if they can get their act together, I really think that Everton's there for the taking. They can get back to winning ways. I'm going to go Everton 1, Manchester United 3. On Tuesday, we have Southampton versus Crystal Palace at 7:45. And again, another good draw for Crystal Palace today. They might have found themselves a little bit hard done by, missing the penalty today. That's just happened. They could have ended Manchester City's unbeaten streak. Didn't happen, but before the game, I think they would have took a point against Manchester City. Southampton, they've just had a fantastic result at Old Trafford, drawing there. But again, I'm going to go for a tight game in this one. It's a different kind of game. I'm going to go Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 1. We then have Swansea versus Tottenham. And again, I think Spurs are just starting to get back into form a little bit now. And I think that Swansea are there for the taking. I'm going to go Swansea 1, Tottenham 3. Then we have West Ham versus West Brom. Again, two teams that are in need of 3 points. West Brom facing Arsenal today. I don't think they're going to get anything out of that game. They might get something on Tuesday night against West Ham, who, as I say, they both need 3 points. I'll be more than West Ham, obviously. I'm going to go West Ham 1, West Brom Albion 1. And then at 8 o'clock, we have Manchester City versus Watford. And again, as I say, Manchester City's unbeaten run could have come to an end today, but it didn't. But I think it's at home, it's at the Etihad, so I don't think they'll have much problems against Watford. I'm going to go Manchester City 2, Watford 0. And then on Wednesday at 7:45, we have Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea's starting to get into a little bit of form. Arsenal, usual, they're really inconsistent at the moment, so you just don't know where we stand with Arsenal. But I think they'll be up for the Chelsea game, so I'm going to go Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. And then at Thursday night at 8 o'clock, we have Tottenham versus West Ham. And again, I can't see Tottenham struggling too much to West Ham, even though it is a bit of a derby. But I think if Tottenham can get their act together, I think West Ham will be there for the taking. So I'm going to go Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. So that's been my predictions for this week coming up. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time, because it's FA Cup next week. And take it from there. Have a lovely, happy new year. And I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you for watching, guys.